Thank you very much to Ms. Naragi Anderlini. A slight elastic view of the 4 minutes, but we will try and keep you all moving forward within the red light and green light system. May I now invite Ms. Sangeeta Goswami, Advocacy and Communications Officer of the Human Security Collective. Ms. Goswami, you have the podium.
Good morning. Excellencies, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen. Security challenges today are as much faced by individuals and communities as by the state. And while governments continue to bear the primary responsibility for their nation's security, the threats from terrorism and violent extremism are more localized than ever, and in certain contexts, municipal authorities, local practitioners, and community-based groups are better placed to address these threats. A human security approach sees risk as human-centered and context-specific, and something which can be mitigated by a variety of institutions and actors. We at Human Security Collective, a non-profit organization based in the Netherlands and operating worldwide, believe that fostering human security rooted in human rights is and should be at the core of the prevention of violent extremism agenda. The recognition and inclusion of youth is a crucial part of our approach to building human security within communities. Our youth leadership program helps build resilience to violent extremist messaging by addressing the underlying causes that lead to exclusion and a sense of alienation amongst youth. Based on a recognition of their ideas, insights, and initiatives, our work with youth always aims at enabling them across 3 levels. 1, envisioning in terms of building a vision of a safe and peaceful future. 2, empowering in terms of gaining leadership skills. And 3, engagement, involving, among others, security actors in incorporating the youth leadership agenda. Whether in Libya, Tunisia, Mali, or the Netherlands, our approach is broad and systemic, with projects engaging community members such as parents, teachers, and social workers, as well as various security stakeholders, a process which we help facilitate. It seeks to create a groundswell of support for youth-led, bottom-up, peer-to-peer initiatives to build trust between young people and security institutions, such as the police, for example, and to lead to the meaningful consultation and participation of youth in decision-making processes and bodies like this one. You can listen to some of the concerns youth have, as well as to their solutions, at a side event we've co-organized with UNESCO and UNOI during the lunch break that follows, when youth from Jordan, Mali, Libya, Morocco, the Netherlands, and Tunisia will discuss the human security and youth leadership approach to preventing violent extremism in conference room number 8. And while we work on the ground, looking to understand the root causes of conflict and disenfranchisement, we also work on the enabling environment for civil society, advocating to mitigate the unintended consequences of the counterterrorism and countering the financing of terrorism rules and regulations for nonprofits. Impact of this is felt in reduced financial access for and sometimes financial exclusion faced by nonprofits, as well as in the shrinking of the operating environment for civil society more generally. This not only affects the humanitarian and development agendas, including the rollout of the SDGs, but also the preventing violent extremism agenda, given it is community-based organizations who are the worst affected by the rules and who are actually at the forefront of building resilience against violent extremism. In and through our projects, we recognize youth as a valuable ally for sustainable peace. It is imperative, therefore, to include them as stakeholders in the design, development, and implementation of PVE efforts, including national action plans, strategies, and programs, so that they have a say in security policy. Youth have a unique and important outlook on the issues at stake in their communities, and thereby have the potential to be positive agents for change. This is something that we at Human Security Collective help harness, and which is critical for policymakers to understand in order to build communities resilient to the threat of violent extremism. Thank you.
I thank Ms. Goswami and have now the pleasure to invite